There and Alistair James join us now. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
2 years. Are anniversaries a particularly difficult time, or is it just a sort of constant sort of awareness?
For me, yes, anniversaries are. This one I was dreading, I'll be honest, and it's Friday next week that she would have died, and it brings the lead up to it, the 7 weeks lead up to it when she came home. We had great times, but I also have flashbacks of the last time we did that and the last time we did that.
Yes, and I think this time of year was a very... Deborah, even before she was ill, it was a time of year she really enjoyed. She loved her tennis. She would try to go to Ascot. She loved dressing up. Even if you go to Henley. And all these dates happen in the lead up to a period of her death. And you can almost say, we're coming up to Ascot week 2 years ago. How many hours did it take us to get her ready to go?
4 hours, and she was in so much pain, but determined her brother would take her.
Yeah.
And him and Ashley did take her, bless.
And she had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
And
She was such a vibrant personality. Was she always, from a wee girl, was she always a vibrant person?
I think it was that eve, the night, well, 2 nights before, she'd ordered some new shoes online about 3 o'clock in the morning, and because she had swollen feet, she ordered about 3 sizes bigger. And when they came, of course, they were so long but no wider. And she went, I look ridiculous, but I do love them. And I went, oh, darling, but they cost so much that I know what you're going to say. I'm not going to be here to wear them enough. But her brother went back to London, got the next size down, and she loved those shoes. Oh. You know, she wore them in her wheelchair, and... yeah, I'm glad she got them, but then she sneaked the handbag to match.
Oh, of course.
You know.
yeah.
Of course. Have you kept anything from...
Oh, yeah, Eloise will have all of that, yeah.
But your earrings and bracelets...
Oh, yeah, sorry, these are Deborah's earrings. Sorry,
Wow.
Deborah, I knew. Deborah loved big earrings, and I only ever wore studs, and she went, Mum, you know, make a statement, wear big earrings, and now I'm hooked, so I do have a big earrings, but Eloise will... eventually have them, but...
How are they doing, Eloise and Hugo?
Really good, aren't
they are doing very well. I mean, for anybody who loses their mother at that age, it is going to be difficult. They've got a very strong support family network around them. I think we're lucky in that both our two, her brother and sister on our side, plus Sebastian's sister, they all live within about 5 miles of each other. So the whole time they've been around. Our 2 other granddaughters are only a couple of years younger than Hugo and Ellie.
So they get on.
So they get on well together. And there's always been that good relationship. And we're lucky that all the siblings and their partners have always got on and lived close enough to be able to see each other and support each other.
You must also be, I mean, you know, and the kids must share in that, the pride in the wonderful legacy that your daughter left, because apart from the millions that she ultimately raised, I know for myself, Deborah and I had a very light-hearted little sort of Instagram friendship. We never met in person, but her friend Emma, Limitless M, she was Limitless M on Instagram, and they met when they were having their chemo sessions together, and they would dress up in their sequin dresses. Wouldn't they look absolutely amazing? And when I was having a day where I just felt a bit sorry for myself, I would go to their pages and just thought, just get a bloomin' grip, you know? And I said to her, you are just incredible. Obviously, we know that there were probably times she came back from those sessions and was not quite the same, you know?
But no, even when she was dying, she still dressed up every day and put her makeup on. And it took her longer and longer. And I'd say to her, Deborah, do you not want to be in a tracksuit? Or, you know, just wear leggings? No, Mum, I want that white lace dress over there. And I'd go, oh, no. And, you know, she had tubes on, but we'd get it on
I think it made her feel alive.
It did make her
You know,
feel...
that thing of, I'm getting up for something, I can do it. Yes, it's going to take a long time and a lot of patience to happen.
But for you as mum and dad, just thinking, of course, to the public, she was Bowelbabe. And as you say, Denise, her impact has been incredible. But to you, she was your little girl. And was there did you sometimes wish that you could have her back from the world? Because the world kind of all wanted a piece of her because she did have such an impact. I mean, I was thinking about Kate Middleton, who's out there in public.
Yeah.
But the difference between the public and the private.
I think in those last 7 weeks, whilst there was the public world, we were still very private in our house with everybody. And I've got to say, everybody gave us the space we needed. There was no intrusion, there was no impression. We were able to get on with our lives. And then when Deborah wanted to go out, we were able to do that. And everybody was very helpful and very reactive.
I think it actually helps.
It does.
I think it helps to still talk about her. She was our first child, and she's always going to be our first child. And I'll always remember her as a beautiful young woman. So, that's... But I can't not say I would not talk about her anymore. And she's still very much around.
Yeah, and I always have this thing. When someone loses someone, someone dies, one of the worst things is often people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to come and talk, and they don't know what to say to you. We've been lucky that because of the platform of Deborah and what we're trying to continue with the legacy, we are able to talk about her to people who want to talk about it. And that, to us, I think is very important.
Do you deal with it the same between you? Because you've both had a loss, but people deal with loss differently.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
I am totally different to Alistair. I deal with it because I believe that Deborah was given to us and she did her time on earth and achieved what was meant to be. And that's it. So I accept that. But I do also believe that she loved life so much that we have to honour that and love life as well and take each day as a day.
And what about you, Alistair?
Yeah, I'm the same very much with that. I think perhaps slightly the difference was going through Deborah's illness. You really, until the last few days, always hoped that change would suddenly happen and that she would come through it somehow. I'm probably more the slight realistic, more scientific style thing, saying those odds of it coming through are so remote. I'd become in a mind tune it was going to happen. And therefore you've got to be there, fit and able to support everybody else in the family if they have problems.
What do you think her long legacy will be? Because obviously the Legacy Trust has got millions and millions, but what do you reckon her legacy will be?
I think, one, there's that huge smile.
Yeah.
That's the thing, it broke down the barriers, got it across and things. And she was actually an ordinary person who... She was a teacher, and like a lot of great teachers, she cared and she could communicate and she could really talk and she knew how to use that skill, both talking to people or on formats, things. She used that, people remember, and people had a young person getting that message across. Just don't be afraid to talk about it. And to where people know your own bodies. If there is a problem, chase it down, get it right, because you are the best person to know what is wrong with your body. And that was her real drive.
And don't be afraid to talk about, you know, with bowelish shows and talking about poo and all of those things. She encouraged people to do that. And if I'm right, there has been a humongous uptake in people going to get checked out. She saved so many lives.
And I think the awareness as well. And so, her legacy is the awareness. If we can keep that awareness going to save lives and early diagnosis, that's what I think Deborah's saying to me and you and the family. That's
where we really...
do.
I think the important thing that to us and to her in those early days of the fund was not the 5 million that was raised in 4 days, but the 330,000 people that contributed to it. And that was the important number to us in many ways. These people have decided to support. They know it. If they're talking to 2 or 3 people about it, that is really getting the awareness across and spreading the message.
I'm just still in awe of the fact that people are still so supportive. And as long as they're supportive, we will keep going.
We touched everybody.
It did touch everybody.
And that, you know, it is a difficult time, you know, coming to you. So thank you so much for coming in and spending time with us and sharing the message. Really one of the good people. And we need to talk more about
And we love keeping her legacy alive.
Thank you.
And as Heather and Alistair were saying, there's plenty of places that you can go for support, and you'll find details on our website. That's itv.com/helplines.